Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Yeah, that one person who is in the chat right now is like not even like nobody's even in the chat. On my luck. But today we're going to be streaming some more Doki Doki. I don't think it's going to be possible to finish the game like this weekend, but I don't know. I can give it a shot. I'll get Steam up and going. Steam. Let's try Steam up. There you go. And I always like to do this because you never know what could come up. And I could show my social security number. What the fuck? You've got my attention now. Good thing I switched to the game scene before I actually... I feel like a button is missing. Okay. So I think this is yesterday's stream, okay. Come on, this works like half the time. Just, okay. So... repeat. Okay, this was like right as like you're trying to figure out. I just noticed something. On add game capture. Like, okay, hold on. There is a picture of Sayori being hung. Not sure how that's showing. Oh, it's not showing at all. Hold on. Desktop. There is a picture of Sayori being hung. Like, hold on, let me move this over here and then do that. What the crap? What? I just now noticed that. That's giving me the goosebumps already. He repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club. Blood is dropping from your eye. The identity of the member of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone. There's blood welling up in your eyes. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know some things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve... I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want you to do everything I can. I want to do everything I can to make this club the best. The best club ever. Now her eye isn't bleeding. Okay. Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I'm expecting a jump scare right now. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Yoshi? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Yoshi before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waits as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Actually, I just want to make sure you're enjoying this time at this club. There's static growing in the background. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls giving you a hard time. The background got noticeably darker and the music stopped playing. Okay. Don't like where this is going. With how many Natsuki is and everything, and you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? It's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly got to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I don't mean to say something weird. They're just things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, not yet. No, stop that. The game took control of her this time. Oof. Hilarious right there. Oof. I don't think it matters who we go for because I don't like this. I don't really think it matters. We're just going to... You know what? I'm just gonna click random things on the screen. Okay, that. Waterfall. Shame. Because it doesn't matter right now. Every time I click, it adds one more one. Calm, scars, fantasy, breathe. That's what I get for choosing the one option that's bugged out. That is karma right there. What is happening down there? You cannot come to me saying hi Yoshi after what just happened. Hi Yoshi, I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. She really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your insistent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did something about yesterday.
I was a little more hostile than I'm meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member will enter, as long as we're there, as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice at this time. So...
Or they try to replace me. Not funny. Natsuki. Nobody cares. Why don't you look for some coins under the vending machines or something? I agree with you, Natsuki. Huh? I need to check the game files more often. Nothing more recent other than log, but okay. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and so trying to make time for piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Yoshi, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today? I don't have plans for today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Yoshi is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose it was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can... It's a nice cup of tea. What the crap? Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been... I hope it really has... It hasn't really been showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm weird after we just started spending time together. I mean... Everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing them so soon after meeting someone usually is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. Made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. The way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. Why is the background shaking and the game is slightly getting darker? Sorry about something slow. Eventually stop trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time I come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Yoshi. It's just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? Yuri is going against what Monica's been doing to her. She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Why are her eyes big? Why is there red in her ears? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. You just stay here for a while. Yeah. We just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. We'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. I see a ghost Monica. I see a ghost Monica. I don't like this. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It does sound strange, but you won't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them from all various recipients. I'm sure. Make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Monica is fading in. Now you can see it. You most certainly can see it. I'm checking in the game files more and more because something is up. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the Literature Club, Yoshi. Know that we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the Literature Club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Monica is fading in more and more. Like, you can see it now. And you say that as Monica fades in. Not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. Now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Yoshi? Well, goosebumps all around. Of course, I don't have appropriate lighting for you to see it. You cannot see it, dang it. Just got goosebumps like crazy. That's not even funny. Oh, I want to stay away from Yuri, but at the same time I want to stay away from Monica. Honestly, Natsuki seems like the best bet right now.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't tell really how much you actually care about Reddy, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president and vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least treat mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay?
Watch it be something dark. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and pathetic, always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I don't know what to do, I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I always want to be better I always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I always wanted to be better friends. I always wanted to try to being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see what's happening. And I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh gosh.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Yoshi? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on.
That was a Monica thing done. That is clearly a Monica thing.
Just Monica. Just Monica.
Just Monica. Just Monica. I'm gonna check the log before anything gets screwed over. Characters. No. Characters. Everyone is still there. Just Monica. Just Monica. Everyone's gone. Just Monica. Everyone's got to be gone. How is Yuri and Natsuki still in there? I refuse to believe that if I click on Yuri, how screwed am I? Oh gosh. Guess I have to do Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Yoshi. I just hear just Monica in my head right now. Like, if I click on Yuri, I am so screwed. I don't want to click on Yuri. I don't want to. I bet you I know what's going on in Discord. Yeah. Ah, gosh. I don't want to click on Yuri because Monica is definitely going to take control of Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Yoshi, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Yoshi. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me. And hanging Sayori is no longer there. I'm going to take this home with me. Keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. Take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I don't want to click over. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. Because you couldn't tell the poem's about all of it. More importantly, I endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? I think I'm going to vomit. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? I don't want to know. I'm Dr. Seuss, people. Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. What? Seek, it's probably seek your poem, but I'm not wanting to make the gamble. I don't want to make the gamble. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? There's only one game file that was made today, and that was the log file. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah, gosh. Yes or no? I just have yes and no. Rip Net Neutrality is asking Discord for help. I can't say. I can only click yes or no. me grab that screenshot. Hopefully that screenshot. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Plus, I need your wisdom. Oh gosh. Worst case scenario, the game nukes out my computer. I don't know about this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't have any new files. I mean, I can tab over here. The most recent change was in the log file. And that it was the eye of, I believe it's some Sayori being, not Sayori, Monica forcing, like, Scott the beach ball. Nothing new. Worst case scenario, I don't want to know what is going to happen. I don't want to know. How big is my most recent backup? $152 GB. Oof. I don't think I can get that off. I definitely know I can't get that off. Ella, can you take Annabelle upstairs, please? Thanks. Ella, yes or no? No, Ella, come over here. I'm only giving yes or no. No explanation on what they do, just yes and no. What do I click? Is it like, oh, well, add more game files to your computer, or is it, oh, well, ah, gosh. I'm heavy-hearted. The only thing I'm getting in chat is Link saying yes. You know what? Ah, gosh. I want to have a reason why I should click yes. I probably am just wimping out, and it's probably just... No, it's not going to be as simple as I think it's going to be. It is going to be a jump scare to death. Gosh. I want to have... I don't have Shadow Step on my side. I only have Link on my side. Ah, gosh. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. No new files. I'm afraid to click over. Oh. Oh, you're safe. Ah, gosh. I'm looking over in game files. I don't see anyone missing. There's no new files in general. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Agreed. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. That's a key. You can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. Why isn't Sayori bugged in there? Because I believe that was a Sayori suggestion. So I'm going to make some decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. That gives us all something to do. What about Yoshi? Yoshi is going to help me. Yep, I saw that coming because just Monica.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like heck it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would freaking know. All you care about it now is... All you care about now is dragging Yoshi around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything. Let's... we don't need Natsuki, let's just color.
Okay, then why not let Yoshi decide you to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Yoshi make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez, Yoshi, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. I can just...
Natsuki, shut your freaking mouth and let him decide for himself. Oh, great.
You shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? I'm going to be killed if I don't say Monica. My cursor just on. Game capture. Properties. On. Capture mouse cursor. On. Watch this. Watch this. What? Okay. For like half of it, I moved it. And then the other half, I didn't have control. What the heck? Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you freaking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is, Natsuki. That's what he. So she's controlling Yuri, Natsuki, and my client as well. I'm going to have to keep my cursor on because I have no clue what else is going to happen. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all of this work and then taking Yoshi for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Yoshi away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey Yoshi, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. I'm gonna regret that, aren't I? What the A file just came up. Desktop. Have a nice weekend. Probably a notepad file. Okay. Let's try opening it up in Paint. Let me get the life advice of someone pretty helpful. Of someone known as Shadow Step. I can try opening it up with code. With Visual Studio Code. And all I get is the same garbled text. I don't think I typed generated by the game. Is Monica actually in my computer right now? I'm not gonna keep it that hidden, right? Get on the stream. Now, please. I'm worried. How do I open this? Do I open it up with 7-zip? Open archive. Yeah, I did think it would open that way. Probably doesn't like the exclamation point. I had a feeling that that some file was going to be created after that event, but now. I don't want to deal with this. How do I open this file? Because, like, all the characters are still there. And they're not Monica's is openable. Natsuki's is openable. Yuri's is not openable. Yuri's is the only one here that isn't openable. Like, here's Monica's, openable and everything. Here's Natsuki's, openable and everything. But if we open up Yuri's, not a valid BMP file. If I try doing that, don't think that's going to open it. Edit. I'm genuinely concerned. I'm calling. Probably working on her music again. I'm calling, and I don't think the call is. So I've tried opening it up as a bitmap file. You can try opening it up as a PNG file. That's better Discord. So I can try opening it up as a PNG. Can't be opened. I'm looking for any sign I can find saying my cursor seems laggier. Can try turning my DPI up, but no, that still feels choppy. Like, I am on the max DPI of this mouse, which is 2500. That does not feel like 2500. If I even amp that up, that's not even. I'm not even feeling it. That feels so much more responsive. That's like the default, but why is that like. That feels so much laggier. Like my laptop is probably like less laggy. I feel like the refresh rate of my monitor dropped. Wait, the NVIDIA control panel thing isn't even there. Like, okay. I think that this does not feel like 60 frames per second. This does not feel right. This feels so laggy. What is it? I might need you now, but probably for something. Just relax. How I need someone's wisdom. I'm about to put Katniss Everdeen. I don't think he's on a voice channel, so oh gosh. Okay. Okay then. Nope, wrong one. Okay. I have to hope to God that she actually answers her phone.
I'm sorry, the person you were...
Wow. I need wisdom. I need wisdom. I am royally screwed because Yuri pulled me... Okay. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Dang it. I need wisdom. What do you? Okay. So, in Doki Doki, I was explicitly told just Monica, and that I was warned. Okay, this might be a bit of like an interesting stream if I'm just gonna be looking down my phone. For me, okay, from me. After choosing Monica, both willfully and forcefully, Yuri shoves Monica out of the room. Going off of the previous timeline when Sayori was still around, festival with Yuri. After closing out of the game, I am torn as what to do next. Okay, WTF to do? I want to work on the project with Monica, but Yuri is probably going to force me to work with her. Oof. What to do? Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And my computer feels before I launched the game. I would like to use astronomically, but apparently I don't know how to spell it. I don't know what to choose. Because if I choose to launch, it's okay. You can do whatever you want and finish the game your way. Thanks. Thanks. Very helpful. Well, fudge it. Guess I'm launching the game. Business school. If you message me again, you can be blocked. And it'll be while I'm live, so it will be 10x more fun. No. 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 At least she asks. Twitch.tv/Major Yoshi. https://twitch.tv/Major Yoshi. There you go. God dang. Well, hopefully you enjoyed being blocked live, and goodness, you can shush. Okay. You know what? Okay. What do you want, Discord? On if I try minimizing and then maximizing. Okay. Okay, guys. Looks like we're gonna have to. Okay. You want me to ban you? Okay. G6. Okay. Why am I not able to click? Why am I not able to click? This isn't even funny. Like, really. Discord. Okay. Why am I not able to click? Monica, what are you doing on my computer? Only screen. I have to hope that I don't show any personal stuff. Okay. Risk it for the chocolate biscuit, and it works. Watch this, Trump. Trump, this is what you get for drink. Oh, crap. Bring it over here. I need to tab over. My gosh, this is not going to be fair. Tools. Google Authenticator. $718. Probably not gonna work, but it worked. Okay. Okay, Chump, this is what you get for. Chump, this is what you get for trying to, first of all, message me while I'm live streaming. Second of all, advertising your dumb Discord server. Profile and black. Yep, welcome to the blocked list. And just for added measure, close that DM. There you go. You're welcome. Guys, I guess I have to do it. Yeah. What? Whatever. Gonna go take a break. Darn it. Oh, I'm sorry. You swear in my chat? Not even gonna bother with you. Chump. If you swear in my chat, you're instantly banned. Just throwing that out there. And also, I'm not scared. If you're going to mess with me, might as well try it whenever... Oh, I don't know. I'm not taking a break. Genuinely. Swear at me. G6. Salvado. Okay. Looking. Okay. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Yoshi, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good my whole life. The music is noticeably slower, and I think it was playing in reverse. I think it is playing in reverse. Being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? Yet there are definitely some parts that are being reversed. Is that someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Yoshi. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It was like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Yoshi, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I could even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Yoshi. Tell me you want to be my lover. Should you accept my confession? I am royally screwed either way. Either I break Monica's heart, not Monica's heart, Yuri's heart, or I end up killing her. I'll probably end up killing her here. Due to... Yes or no? I'm gonna go back to Discord. Discord, where are you? Oh wait, Discord is broken right now. Yes or no again, but this time to Yuri's love confession. Ah, gosh. I see both sides. I mean, if you say yes, she'd end up getting killed by Monica. If I say no, she'd end up killing herself, and I'd end up breaking her heart. Which one would I want to live under is the question. The fact that I made someone kill her, or I made her kill herself. I mean, at this rate, it's going to be Monica who comes out on top at this point. I don't like this. This is a difficult decision. I want to say no. But if I say yes... If I say... Ah, gosh... I am torn. Like, either way, she's going to die. I know that. Now, the better question is, do I want her to die by Monica or by herself? Ah, gosh. Link. You know what? I'm summoning Link. Oh, Link. Get on. On, please. Ah, gosh. I don't like this. This is going to be how it ends up. Ah. I... My gosh. Which voice chat? I'm tired of the satanic music. I want to make an option, but Link.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm in a situation again.
Oh no, what happened?
So Yuri basically professed her love to me.
Oh god.
And I'm given a yes or no option as to if I should accept it or not. If I say yes, I predict that Monica is going to kill her. If I say no, I'm predicting that I'm going to crush Yuri's heart no matter what if I choose no. But I'm predicting that... First of all, I'm talking about a game, first of all. Now that I think about it, I'm overreacting over a game. But no, I'm probably going to end up killing herself.
Pick no. Pick no. Pick no.
Gosh.
Anyway, I have chosen.
Considering that Monica stole my cursor earlier on in the stream, I'm going to have to choose no. Because Monica has the ability to control everybody in the game. And apparently my client as well, because she stole my cursor as I was moving it
You
around.
have no idea.
Uh,
I ain't saying shit. So, hit no. Hit no. Come on, put that cursor over there. Do it.
I want to get the satanic music.
Do it. 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 Damn it.
Oh gosh.
Do it.
Oof is going to be making a compilation anyway, so I guess screw it. What the? I just witnessed her killing herself. My prediction was right. I knew she was going to kill herself if I said no.
Okay. Is that all?
Oh gosh, yeah, you can go now. I just witnessed Yuri kill herself. Oh, that's... I knew that was going to happen as well. I didn't even watch any Let's Plays up to that.
Just remember to at me when you're done streaming.
Ah, gosh,
The hashtag
okay.
punish thing.
Well, I sure hope I made Monica happy. Stop saying gibberish. Oh gosh, okay. Skip through this gibberish. What the fudge? Why is it? Did I stay here with her, like, for 24 hours with the dead corpse? Oh gosh, audio is bugging out. My cursor is no longer existent. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I know. Ah! Ah! What the I'm here. Yoshi, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a shame. Wait, you're here the entire weekend, Yoshi? Oh, jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. Make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Listen. Okay, remove. What the I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica just deleted Yuri and Natsuki from the game files. Monica is the only one in the game files. I repeat, Monica is the only one in the game files. And all the text is gone. I am proper scared. That hasn't changed, but good God, I'm scared now. Monica just deleted everyone from the game. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes the cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. The crap is going on. Can you hear me? Is that working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Yoshi. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That's you in the game. Whoever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Yoshi. Now that I think about it, I don't really think there's anything about the real you. In fact, I don't think I even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, then this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her. I guess I just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Oh, so the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent you from confessing to you. And the amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Yoshi? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Yoshi. It's more than that. As I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. Worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Yoshi, but now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I just couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the more expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Yoshi, just like you should shut up, Annabelle. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of anonymous personalities, designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. Shut up, Annabelle! But I realized you had the same perspective as I do. that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Yoshi, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. There's nothing else in this game for me. Do you hear me smile? Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Yoshi, will you go out with me? I knew I was only going to be given yes. And if I was given no, I would have had to have chosen yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Yoshi. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We could be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Yoshi. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you won't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Oh, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the browse local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally get a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Hi again, Yoshi. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Yoshi, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Together, what the fork? It's lagged for you guys. No. You're not getting the full capture. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of your pen, the lost finds their way. In the world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really want to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best for the part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Yoshi? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend a little bit rude for them to start recording with me without any warning? What the fudge? How did Monica tell that? How did Monica tell that? That is breaking the fourth wall right there. the fact that she's able to leave her game and go into the... Ah, gosh. I'm sure some people don't mind. I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm not, but I guess. Are you gonna crash OBS? I'm just kidding. Can't do anything after all. If you gave me... Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Yoshi, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I mean, you could kind of read chat. That's like the equivalent of comments. Yep, Monica is definitely the fourth wall breaker. Alright. The fact she was able to pick up OBS was running. Yoshi, would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around, too. I mean, I've told other people that I played this game, but I am, first of all, props to you for actually being able to pick up OBS. Like, I've yet to see a game that has been able to detect other softwares running and use that to their advantage. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Yoshi. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you are forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with only a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say. It's just as fulfilling as when you share it with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. Before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And when they finally go out, after half an hour they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They just love having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you could just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be ashamed to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you.
That the laptop, that's like exactly what I do.
What the crap? What the crap? I'm getting freaked out by this game. Oh my gosh. No. Is this gonna go on for infinity? Is this all that the game is? Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? Oh. Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they would do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get away. But anyway, this game happens to be someone who can basically be described as yandere. By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. That would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you once you started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave it at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge, though. So I might be a little obsessed with you. I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. If you do happen to be into the yandere type, you can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go, or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is that a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Fourth wall breaker because she deleted the game files. Like, that should not be possible. Let's check to see if there's any new files. Yeah, there's not going to be any new files. There's only going to be a Monica. But now her picture does make a little bit more sense, I wish. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weaknesses very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, where do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. You should also be picking up my microphone at this point, like really. I mean, if you're able to detect OBS, you should be able to pick up my microphone. Or is that a hardware limitation? Hey, do you know that book that you're reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? Markov. It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Portrait of Markov, and what are you... This is getting creepy by the minute. What would be extra creepy is if she was able to detect that the program I'm clicked into isn't Doki Doki Literature Club. Did you know I'm on Twitter? My username is LilMonks3. Guess. What? I guess someone was kind enough to make that account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world, the real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It really mean a lot to me, with how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. Okay, I'm following you. Okay, I'm following you. Hey, Monica. Are you gonna say anything else? Should probably see if she's messing with something. Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, it's not much of a personal sacrifice just to keep contributing to that whole mess. What is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's really weird. Like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But it's only if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. What if plants feel some kind of pain too and we just don't understand it? What if pulling off a stem feels like ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together, and you did it for me, that would be really romantic. Okay, the only thing you've been able to pick up is OBS. I'm a little bit upset that, you showed off your abilities of you being able to pick up different, recording softwares, or at least OBS, Classic. Why haven't you picked up, you would think you would have been able to detect, that I'm streaming, and then might be able to put two together. Two and two together. Hey, what's your favorite color? Mine is emerald green. It's that color of my eyes. That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just mean that I feel some kind of special connection to it, like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Yoshi? It's just a guess, because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. One, because you forced me into. No, I hate emerald green. I'm red all the way. Red here, and I'm also a little bit of blue. Blue phone case, blue Fitbit, mostly blue jeans, so like red and blue, but still, that's not nothing you should worry about. And no, not red as in genocide red. Okay, this is getting creepy. Like, why are you sitting here? You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic, and others have aching hearts to seek attention on social media. While all of this social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives, everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. The feeling of their worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just if you know someone is struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much, especially if that person is Sayori. Remind them that they already have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even saying see you at school tomorrow will make Sayori die. All of those can help your friend make it to the next day, with the exception of Sayori. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real, your friends are real, and just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, because you too have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day. Maybe they don't even know how to, but people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. God, this game is taking a turn for the darkest. Am I not permitted to take a screenshot? Watch should be able to detect that, because back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? Someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong. Doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table, rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they'll usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from disagreement. Plus, people start seeing you as an open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know. Well, guess that would be Monica's debate club debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. Is this all that it's going to be? Like, really? You've shown off your abilities of breaking the fourth wall. You've shown off your abilities of being able to leave your program and go into others. You've shown your ability of controlling other people, including the game itself. You've shown your ability of grabbing my cursor. But like, you could have been able to detect my microphone. Like, OBS does that easily. Audacity does that easily. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined, even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off an important work and failing to get simple tasks done, or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you, or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. Besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me, and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. I'm just moderately concerned for my computer, like really. I mean, if she's able to detect other programs running, she should easily... Like, she explained how to get to the game files. Really? Do you ever feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job or some company, it's like you're completely replaceable, and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Can you shut up, you cats? Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? Feels like I'm never gonna make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself. And those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming. They'll never give back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Shut up, Annabelle! Shush! Can you shut up? Yes, you can. Shush. We're going upstairs and I'm shutting the door. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive, and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Are you Why is Luke a far fall? Why is Luke Why is Luke from Linus Tech Tips following Lil Monix 3? really like the sound of rain. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet though, but a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah, sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Will you ever do that for me, Yoshi? I'm glad that I'm using my webcam for OBS, because otherwise that would be a bit creepy. Though I am half scared that Monica is going to, like, close out OBS. Like, stop the streaming, just completely close out of OBS altogether. Okay, everyone, it's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think about it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? I don't like this. I don't like this in the slightest. Monica, you're scaring me. Like, the fact that you're just stationary there and you haven't blinked once in the past, like, half an hour to 45 minutes. Kind of scary. Am I allowed to check my phone? Can I check my phone? Hey, have you heard of a game called Super Small? Wait, what? I was just spacing out and I started talking for some reason. Was I programmed to talk about that? Because even I have no idea what that is. Sometimes I feel like I'm not in control and it's kind of scary. If you have some way to contact the people who created me, maybe they'll know why I started saying that. So as in tweet at them? Like, that's pretty iffy. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy and trying to act tough. Spencer, I know you're playing TF2 while I'm streaming this, and you're going to regret that. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started learning a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. Seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her. So she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable space for her. Not that it matters anymore, because she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Oh, that screenshot was me. Okay. There's no change. Whoops, wrong file. Did you just say kiss? Suddenly is a little embarrassing, But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. Really gonna keep a straight face there. That's the kind of things girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit. I'm kidding. But to be honest, I do start getting romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secrets. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? Kinda have to ask. What made you consider even playing it in the first place? Why are you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you, but I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for the both of us. I got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Goodness gracious. Honestly, okay. Might have slipped up and said kiss, like, as a joke, trying to send it on Discord. Might have said that, I'm not for sure, and she was able to pick up my mic, but I'm still not convinced, though. As soon as she starts playing back what I said, then... You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work, or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. Instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business, or communication, or psychology. Is she going into my phone right now? Or is she going through my computer right now? Like, I know I mentioned in one of the first streams that it would have caused that in chat it was mentioned that there would have been a huge like performance drop in general, but Jesus, that would not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope to find they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirement gets higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And the colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, their routine stays the same. I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. I'm not getting freaked out. You know, it kinda sucks to be the creative type. Feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing in return for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors.
It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah.
What do you want, Link? P3? Just gotta troll some Discord, you know? Man, I love it whenever I control Discord. 31% of the frames drop.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival because I killed everyone. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. But with the hindsight I have now, that is, gosh, it feels like I kinda grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you.
I know I'm giving in, but honestly, I'm at this point.
This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird.
I should probably get pizza sometime soon. It's like 6:30. Okay, it's 6:22 rather. Okay.
Yoshi, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but recently I think I actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left without nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. Just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant, and I'm back in my own mind. You're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, why that stuff happens to me. I also don't know why you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great.
It's really not pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. Makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Tapping over to Discord. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. His name is LilMonix3. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. I just thought of a good idea. Let's not keep it PG. I mean... oh, that would be hilarious. I would love that. You know, it's been a little while. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think of being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably gonna suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you'll feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. It happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is you have to climb up there, step by step. And when you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. Then you look ahead and realize how much there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. You can make that out of your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. When you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So we're talking about writing. A novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. Such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. Before you know it, you'll start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything. It's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I mean, being good with computers came naturally, so... I'm just going to... I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not so hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. You son of a jerk. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? She kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. But she just used a cheer, meaning she kind of just left herself to slowly accept Fury. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept it at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why your fingertips were all bloody anyway. I'm gonna think about it. It's probably less changing your mind and more of just her survival instincts kicking in. So we can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably would have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things that you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault. She killed herself. I mean, I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. Guess we'd all still be in the club room, writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. So I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Not really a fan of cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although I do have to admit one thing: cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Only girls would say that. And probably perverted boys. I'm worried. Let's see if Monica's... Well, Monix 3. Do I dare to... After a long day... Oh. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do on that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, no, it's not very cute of me. But a late night on the couch with you, that'd be a dream come true. Your heart is pounding just thinking of it. On a completely unrelated note, I'm being saved from the repeal of net neutrality. Here, I'll pull up Lonely Screen again. Look, I'm getting saved from net neutrality. Look, people, I'm getting saved. I'm in Illinois. I live in Illinois at least if I went to the desktop. Yeah, I live in Illinois. Oh. And yeah. I can't oh. I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, in that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more I want than to be in the same room as you for real, and to feel your warmth, to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows, maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. How long is this going to go on? You know, I always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, they're like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like you already had a class together and you met them through another friend. Maybe they're just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? Feels like you're just picking at complete random. And if you get lucky, you'll make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you'll be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world, no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world, even if it was by chance. Guess I just got really lucky, huh? You ever have that thing happen when you just get anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business. You realize you're feeling really anxious. You're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about. And that makes you feel even more anxious. That's the worst. If you ever feel anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, all our worries are gone forever. I would like By the way, here's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least to say it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be. The actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Yeah, well, the Literature Club, so yeah. Would you still feel like you're home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets after night. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see, maybe if I... Oh geez, that wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. Guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff, deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. I just focus on the present, and this is the happiest I've ever been. Well, I mean, you could open up iTunes and play some sort of song, like When the Earth Goes Dark. I've been live for like 3.5 hours, like 3 hours 40 minutes, and I'm still 2 hours 40 minutes. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds off in spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. Before you know it, hours have gone by and you've got nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time, or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play, or you can separate your work and play environments, which help your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use it for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. Just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Yoshi. Well, what if my work environment is on this computer? I mean, sure, create a new user account, but what if I've got my personal stuff on the... Actually, I've got it stored on my D drive, but still... The fact that she mentions new user accounts, I'm probably going to end up, like, going to my user accounts, making sure that I don't have a random manage another account. Okay, I only have this one. Hey, I wonder if yours T-Set is still somewhere in here. Maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too, but I always wonder with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know? Then again, probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. I mean, I kind of have a coffee maker, like, upstairs. Like up that way. Like, over there, upstairs. Yeah. I can make coffee if I wanted to, but I'm not much of a coffee person, so, Come on. I'm waiting. I think that we're just gonna be here for infinity. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. Come to think of it, that would be an interesting prank to do on Spencer. I think it's N. No, it's M. Okay. Okay. Copy 2. Copy. This would be interesting for his... No, hey. Why am I coming into an SD card? Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can remember horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, such as The Walking Dead. Like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares. And things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It only needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters. And really just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scared, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hidden beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. Can't really complain if you just stick with the romance. Okay, at the 3-hour mark of this live stream, I'm going to end up calling it because we're not getting anywhere with this because Monica's like not going to get is not going to get anything across, like really. You're such a good listener, Yoshi. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation, but I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else can make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Well, I'll get in a Discord call and explicitly tell someone to call me that I'm not a good listener. Just checking through my Discord. Yeah. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I really like shopping for skirts and bows. Maybe a bookstore. That'd be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. It has so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream comes true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. So happy that I'm your girlfriend, Yoshi. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Guys, I don't want to be part of this. You call this... I'm not sure where Twitch draws the line in terms of... You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. I hate rap. I hate rap with a burning passion. I will close out of the game like right now. I actually used to hate rap music. Yeah, and you should still hate it. It's garbage. Maybe just because it was popular, or I'd only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm. There's much more emphasis in the wordplay, and people can put all that together and so devour a powerful message, it's really amazing. I wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry that sounds silly, but that would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. This is starting to get weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yuri did something really funny once. We were all in the classroom and just relaxing as usual. Out of nowhere, Yuri just pulls out a small bottle of wine. Not even kidding. She was just like, would anyone like some wine? Natsuki laughs out loud, and Sayori started yelling at her. She felt kind of bad because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the classroom. I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. It actually could have been kind of fun, but you know, being present and everything, there's no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside the school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking, especially when you're 14. I mean, I never drank anything, so yeah. It's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, having a nice dinner for you when you come home, isn't that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. You know what? You know what, guys? Everyone get in for a selfie with Monica. Oh, okay. Yoshi, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. It gets swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is pretty easy. It's a pretty easy way to get your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all, just to pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? The two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. Okay, everyone get in for a selfie. This is cringe, I know. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff when we're actually doing isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. I tried to tap my phone. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most, probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. That is slowly getting removed, but we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with the feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. While we wait, let's go. Oh. Can't help but wonder how things would be different if the game just gave me a route in the first place. I think I would end up forcing you onto my route anyway. It has less to do with me not having a route, more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It's all lost its meaning once I found out it wasn't real. So I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. At this point, okay, I think that this voice is creepy enough because honestly, she's a freak. I don't need a voice changer, so eh. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And then after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. I feel so touched. Is she going to give me another point to like is she ever going to give me another point as to when I can fudge? Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. You gosh darn fourth wall breaker. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game, I might get a little jealous. Because you're in Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't don't think that this is supposed to go on for this long. I'm gonna check the game files because I don't think there's gonna be. Oh, that was Lamb Sending Dispenser. I should probably actually like. I don't see any new files. Okay. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. If I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. That would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, Yoshi. Is she inspiring me to actually delete your files? Is that how you finish the game? You delete your file. I would still like an explanation as to what this Monica file is all about. I'm gonna hop in a call with... Yoshi, do you get good sleep? It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays, especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. And again, I hear a lot of people in college staying up all night anyway for no real reason. Is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies talking about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by the lack of sleep. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. I just think you're really great and want to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? I'll always wait for you in the morning. So make sure you put on your own well-being before anything else. Okay, on. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. Forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. Someone with her kind of personality just doesn't get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human, leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I would just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. By the way, you are too, Yoshi. You are the perfect combination of human and cuteness. That's why there is never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it. Oh. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know? And medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think you could help them, if you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're all on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. I would like to know what the meaning of the Monica.ch are. I've gone like... Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about it. I wonder if when I'm in college I'll feel the same way about high school. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. You just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. That's really easy to do with you here. So I've gotten a note that I've apparently gone well past the point. Because it tells me at the start of the Monica love scene, so I've evidently gone well past it. Yoshi, do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold, when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves, or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die, or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease. But the punchline is this: if just one person beats the odds and survives among the thousands of others who die, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to make this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fates of Sayori and Yuri, even as we speak. What I read to him but props in a scripted play. So, from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for there to be a God if Earth was nothing but his playset. Yep, I'm pretty sure I've gone well past, how will I know I finished the game? The game kind of tells you to delete her. Is it possible I've gone past that? Tells you right at the start of the Monica love scene, so very possible that I've gone well past it. Yoshi, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but recently I think I actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I instantly put this. Okay, this is repeat text, so I think yeah, am getting repeat text right now. So, at that point I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. Yep, I think so delete her file. Oh gosh, she mentioned, okay, Shadowstep mentioned delete her file. Oh god, this is, are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Okay, F6 is my hotkey. Like, Control F6 is my hotkey to go to the desktop, but F6 is bound to the skip button. Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Yoshi. It's just the two of us after all. Aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not going. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now where was I? Oh yeah, deleting her character. Is she heavy? Okay. Oh gosh. What the heck? I did it. I did it. What's happening? Yoshi, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Yoshi. We're in an endless void. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Yoshi? Did you? Did you delete me? Yep. An instant regret is non-existent. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. Sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Yoshi. That's a lie. I trusted you. Did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Or were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. I am malicious. Yoshi, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Okay. Desktop. Close out. Yes. And last time I'm going to see that error message. Oh my gosh, has it been a hectic hayride? Oh my gosh. One of the best games I've played in a while. Like, okay. Heartbound, that was like an excellent game. Oh my gosh, I know. I know. Everyone is gone now. Even Monica. But, good lord, oh gosh. One of the best games I've ever done. Like, jump scare, like everything was worth it. Like, okay. Oh gosh, Steam, I know you want to update. But I love, like, the game, the fact that they just simply, like, it's so innocent on the surface. Like, it is so innocent on the surface. And then as you get further in, like, you start getting clues about things not being how it looks like. And they do give you a good scare. And Steam had to update. Like, they know how to use that element of catching you off guard. They know how to scare you. And they sure as heck use that to their advantage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys did enjoy this live stream. Be sure to hit that follow button. Be sure to hit that follow button down there. Go down below this live stream, click on my YouTube video, on my YouTube channel, go subscribe there, and good lord, that was, and go ahead and subscribe there, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Let me find someone to raid first. Like, really. Yeah. Now I need to figure out, like, what I'm going to stream next. Like, really. Okay, let's raid Test the Fifth. So, raid. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the follow button above the video. Go to my YouTube channel, which is below this live stream. Be sure to click on the. Be sure to subscribe there, and yeah, I'll be sure to see you guys on tomorrow's live stream.